can support you. So whenever you have any question, I just advertise for ABA.
Thank you.
Because I was saying we will have a continuing relationship going forward, and we, our panelists suggested today. So, any team who want to volunteer what was discussed during the small group session? Let me go over the topic team again. AI and technology.
The biggest thing that we discussed during our session was whether AI will replace lawyers. And we heard from experienced lawyers, and I think we concluded that so far technology has been helpful to make work more efficient. One example is document review, which, as you all know, takes a lot of time, and so does translation. So, I think AI technology has been very helpful in reducing valuable lawyers' time. And the flip side is how lawyers can overcome the increased time. And or at least I remember, the most important thing I remember was, I think lawyers' biggest skill set is judgment. So we can really use technology to do all the heavy lifting, but it's ultimately us who has to ask the right questions, make judgments. We also discussed policy and how there are policies that really affect export of documents and technology.
Very good. Remind me, what are scores?
No.
Thank you so much. Next one, entertainment. M&A team.
Hi. In our session, we talked about engineering, but basically we talk more about the whole career side of law. So some students here who are already in law school or who had career in law as a paralegal or intern, and they're kind of, finding their way out because law is right. And a lot of students here also want to know is what kind of law skills in law is kind of transferable in other countries. For example, M&A and international auditing is quite transferable in other countries. And and she, our mentor, already has her career set in this field. And she didn't really come from law background. She actually came from psychology, and she went to production, TV productions and stuff like that. But she ended up being in this law career, and how that career path really is meaningful to her. And that was really helpful for all of us. And I guess we really want to have another session, and that was it.
Thank you so much. And next in public service, real estate.
I don't know what to talk about. Briefly summarize what our wonderful mentors had given us advice is that as a person who are interested in public service, you don't always need to start on a public basis. You can also start on just regular law firm or finances, and then you can move on to a public service or a non-profit organization. They also gave advice of using the global goals and putting them into your resume, and just reaching out to the networks that the other panels have mentioned. They also talked about how just to be a good person, as having a good skill set, and also as a just good person in general, as a good person trying to help other people. And I they ended the session with talking about checklist for life. Like there is not an answer for the life choices that you could make. You could make a checklist for by yourself or like follow the ones that the elders have made for you, but it's not always the answers, and you could just keep working and just follow your path in the life. So that's what I learned. Thank you.
And law firm life and in-house consulting.
My English is not that fluent, so please understand. Actually, my major is not related to law, so I actually learned a lot of things about law firm life. And what they told me was that what I thought was important was that relationship is really important in like developing my career in the law firm, because even though there's competitions in making good performance, the colleagues will actually understand what your difficulties are, and even when you move to another sector, like the government sector or to another law firm, like maintaining the relationship and not burning the bridge is really important, because you can always get back to where you were and just keep up going with the career that you were doing. So that was what I learned from the law firm. And the work and life balance is actually dependent on what you think what do you think is important. So like if you think family life is really important, then you can always go to a firm that can give you a flexibility in using your time. And if you want to have develop your career and do work, then you can always move to another firm that gives you a lot of work and gives you a stricter performance assessment. And yeah, that's what I learned from. That's what I learned about law firm life. Thank you.
Which was incredibly helpful. And we did end up discussing a lot of general themes about pursuing a legal career. And we had some specific questions from the mentees asking about what it's like to work as a foreign lawyer in Korea, asking about what to do if a case goes against your morals, so that was really helpful. And all of our mentees were female, so we had some very valuable advice about working as a woman in the law field. So that was really interesting, and I think we all took that as valuable advice. So a really big thank you to our mentors, David Waters and Young Won. Thank you so much.
And helping other people with the power of law and pro bono works. We all didn't know how to reach out there to path we want to pursue. Firstly, we had a great deal of time introducing ourselves to show ourselves, and then listening to others, and then more importantly, to repeat to other people talking in front of you to derive more of the people and about the person. And lastly, to ask to get more information that people have. We could share amazing exemplary stories about networking and getting unbelievable help from others by just asking. They shared about how important to have communicating practice in daily life. So thankful for this amazing opportunity. And I got to know that actually I can help other mentees as myself mentally. I want to share and spread things I learned today and give help to others from now on. So, thank you.
Thank you so much. Learning from each other is very important. I'm sure that all the mentors here, including me, we learned a lot from mentees here too. That's a great lesson. Now we have working outside of Korea.
My name is Hyuja. Our session was on working outside of Korea. I was really lucky. I was the only mentee with 2 mentors. So, really had the chance to have like in-depth conversation about like working programs in Korea. I guess like some of the big takeaways was as similar to the other session. All the mentors were women, so we really get to talk about life as a lawyer, as a mother, and a woman in the States, outside Korea. And I guess like it was a really invaluable opportunity as I was able to listen to their insights perspective of some of the challenges, barriers, and the practical, I guess like the life in a law firm, and also some of the positives that, which I guess like the biggest positive was like I really had the chance to get this personalized advice as I was the only mentee. So they really gave me different advices and guidance on possible career path in the legal field, and also some of the other paths I could also consider prior to enrolling into law school. So I guess I just want to say big thank you to all the mentors, and also to the panelists who gave amazing sessions today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now we have sports and pottery.
And also there were actually 3 mentors in Rio because she was also professional, has the experience on pursuing as a mentee. And we really shared a lot of topics, starting from what was their motivation of working abroad, and also what could be kind of struggles while they're staying abroad, such as visa issues. And
Well, we invite you to sing.
Is it better now? Okay. Yeah. And also we can share some experiences of internship, and also I was really thankful to the mentors because I could really ask for my personal question that I had, which I really couldn't ask online. It was much accurate and it was much practical in engineering sense, such as how to apply for the law school that I'm interested in. And also, the mentor gave us the practical advice that you should try to search for some regions which specialize in specific topics, such as international arbitration or trade, international trade, and so on and so forth. So I really appreciate giving these opportunities and all our professional mentors. Thank you.
I think it's really helpful to hear from all the mentees like today, so that we can, it all becomes to our reference for future similar events. So I would like to invite you to provide everything you have good experience today, so that we can repeat it in the future. Okay, now we have litigation.
Hi, so I participated in the litigation and overall mentors are really great. They are good for me and full of energy. And they also gave very practical advice which helped us very much. They gave us personal advice and also the advice that only people who work in that field know, like how to develop our career across the international, across the countries, and how to actually fight in the field, and how to develop my career in order to reach our goals. And also other general things like how to prepare myself and how to expose myself to the opportunities. And they also gave and they also gave some professional advice. So overall, it was really good session, and I'm very glad that I participated in this session in sacrifice of my time. Thank you.
So the luckiest mentee from the team. Okay, now we have IP.
Who is having experience in both the US and Korean market. Also, we got a really good insights about the comparison between the US IP law market and then also Korean market. And since IT industry is kind of rising field instead of development, we talked about a lot of improvement points that IT industry can get. And also, okay. And then we also got a kind of very practical advices as in preparing students for the law school. So he asked us a lot of our personalities and our interest points in law. So MBTI test, so we got a lot of practical and very familiar advices from it, and we are quite sad not to have it for now. But we look forward to getting much more great opportunities via today's session. Thank you so much for our
Your speech made me sad too, to try to end this session, but we have a criminal team.
That's criminal law and family law, and I'm really thankful to our mentors who gave us a lot of valuable advice about mostly regarding U.S. domestic laws relating to the criminal and domestic law, criminal and family law. But the biggest takeaways I sort of got from this was first, how broad this section of law is. You would have fraud cases with tarot cards from immigration law that deals with victims of torture. And it really showed me how really large the field could be, because I'm just sort of exploring the field of law because I'm just an undergrad sophomore still. And also another really valuable lesson our mentors taught us was how to deal with the personal feelings involved in a lot of criminal or family law cases, like how you should react as a lawyer, as a professional person who has to do this job regardless of whether you agree with this client or not. And that was a valuable advice in deciding on whether or not I'm prepared to be a lawyer and what kind of job I want to have in the future. So I really thank everyone for this valuable opportunity. I really got to learn a lot about law in general, and it really helped me sort of shape my career choices. So I really want to thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have the final team, family law.
Nobody showed up, so I didn't hear it.
Okay, no validation today. Thank you so much. You know how
ESG. ESG.
Oh, ESG. Yeah, yes, please.
No, I don't think there was an ESG.
No.
Yeah, anyone who want to share? Everyone shared everything?
Yep.
Okay. Jericho saying in Korean, 아쉬워야 또 만난다. How do you say it in English?
It's bittersweet to let you go.
That's awesome.
We'll see you again.
Yeah. Well, I just want to share my feeling because looking at you, you guys made today.
I want to hear you.
I'm almost about to here because it's so deep. I may not look like it, but I have been practicing for 14 years. So my university time was ages ago, and it was not like that. I'm really impressed by all the mentees today and mentors today to try to communicate each other very effectively, and that we can express our ambitions really. So that was something I think that has been, changing a lot in the university time. So we need to be more proactive. And then another thing I realized today, maybe coming back to the beginning today, we started from the thoughts about all the changes in the world involving technology, but maybe because we have such a development, this time we need to focus more on the humane side of our professional lives, right? That's what I felt today. So With that in mind, I really hope to meet you, every one of you, again in the future, and then we will build something more fun and more exciting, and while we build our career life. Thank you so much.
Thank you.